Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I don't know from where you're watching, but I wish you all the best for the watching this video, and I hope you're going to really enjoy this video and you're going to get very insight throughout this session. This session is going to be a little bit short because I just want to pass the information and guidance for the any like the candidate who having a dream to become a network engineer, anyone who is already working as a network engineer at the beginner level and they want to grow in their career. So for that, I'm going to discuss about that. So I'll be your host today, and I'm going to be do discussion about that about network engineer training program. So I'm very delighted, and I would like to introduce this network engineer training program. That is our mission to just empower IT professionals and the professional might be who is just starting their career at the very basic level or very small industry level and want to grow in their career, or any student who just pass out from the college and want to grow their career in the networking domain, and they want to learn this cutting edge skills and they want to knowledge to excel their all like the technology to grow in the networking field. So we are going to touch all the aspect and we are going to discuss everything about the network engineer training program. So what is network engineer training program? Before I go on that particular topic, so who we are, right? So we are the like the training provider partners, right? And like we are providing the training globally for the working professional, for the any college pass out student, any non-technical background student who has just done the BTech, or like might be if you done the BTech, you have the technical knowledge, but might be you have the BCA, BA, or might be other BCom courses, and still you want to plan to become network engineer. That is also relevant to you because the many professional in this industry do not require the coding skill, do not have the mathematical skills, do not have to be technical. Still, they can start their career from the zero and become the hero in the networking domain. So for those who have the dream to become the network engineer, for that we are launching this network engineer training program by the GuiNet Technology, right? So welcome you all once again, and let me just give the start briefing overview about this training program, right? So this network engineer training program designed by the GuiNet Technology. In this program, you are going to get very detailed understanding about the course curriculum. And in this course curriculum, you are going to learn how the network is going to build, how the network is going to be designed, how the network is going to be secure, how the infrastructure totally going to be look like in the high level and the low level, how the troubleshooting is going to be happen, how the network infrastructure from the basic, that is like the from scratch to very complex level design, how it is going to happen, how the step by step you can just uh, segment those network. So the our perfect mission to just start from the beginning for the any like the professional or might be the student who have the career aspiration to become network engineer, so they can understand each and everything in very detail. So this is about the training program module. So we'll discuss about in this training program how this course structure is going to be designed, what is the course overview, what are the modules we are going to cover. So in this training program, we are going to cover total 5 modules, right? Why I'm telling the 5 modules, you just have to understand, because a network engineer just not require networking knowledge. They also have to require the security knowledge. So that's why we include one of the firewalls module also. Here you can see this is the firewall and this is known as the Palo Alto firewall, right? So this firewall basically going to give insight and certification for the 2 modules, that is the PCNSA and PCNSE. That is, might be if you are a beginner, you don't know about the Palo Alto firewall, don't worry. We are here to help you. So this is just from the scratch. If you want to learn the security skills and you want to become the firewall engineer, you just have to start with this module. But we are including these 4, like this both module in the single module, that is the 4th module, right? Similarly, if you are starting your career in the networking and you don't have any knowledge about the networking, you must have to start with a CCNA, right? So CCNA is the first step. Even you want to become the security engineer, if you want to bring your career in the security, I would highly recommend, or I would say you must have to start your career in the networking domain. If you're not going to start your career in networking domain, you have to struggle in the future, because the basic concept of the networking is always going to use, either you are the firewall engineer, either you are the cloud engineer, either you are going to be advanced SDWAN engineer, advanced SE engineer, whatever you are going to do that. Your basic fundamental of the basic of the networking, it must be required. That's why The module for the any beginner is going to start with the CCNA. So CCNA is going to be covered. We'll discuss about detail how the CCNA is going to be covered, what the course content we are going to offer. Then you just have to jump to the CCNP. So if you are the very beginner, you just have to start with the CCNA. Then you have to do the CCNP ENCOR. There is two modules of CCNP, that is ENCOR and ENARSI. So in ENCOR, you're just going to get the entire thing of the networking. In this, you are going to learn about the routing, you are going to learn about the switching, you are going to learn about how the virtualization is going to happen. In this, you are going to learn how the design is going to be happen, network design and implementation is going to happen. You are going to learn how the wireless fundamental is going to be happen. You are going to learn how the automation is going to be happen. You are going to learn how the basically security is going to be design and implement in networking. So this is all about the ENCOR. I will discuss about. So this is like it is going to give about the very detailed understanding, even the SDN's concept, like the how the ACI concept is going to look like, what is the SDN concept is going to be happen, how the like DNAC concept is going to be come in a picture. So you are going to get a detailed overview of the networking. Even the advanced level of networking, you are going to understand how things is going to be happen in this particular module. So ENCOR is like must. Every network engineer must have go the ENCOR sessions. After the ENCOR, you just have to learn about the advanced routing concept. This advanced routing concept is basically CCNP ENARSI, where you just have to learn the advanced static routing. Definitely a static routing you will get more in the ENCOR and ENARSI. That is not going to be required, but yes, OSPF, you are going to learn BGP, you are going to learn about the EIGRP, you are going to learn about the MPLS, you are going to learn about the VPN technology, especially for the DMVPN. These all things you are going to learn up to CCIE level. So all things is going to be available, labs is going to be available, advanced routing, advanced concept is going to be your get from this particular course content. Then once you done this all, so you having the very good knowledge, you are already crossed the level 1 engineer and you become the level 2 engineer, or if you having the prior experience, might be you're going to become the level 3 engineer. But might be the growth is not going to happen exponentially, because there is too many network engineers available in the market. So might be you are currently in the 5 lakh package, or might be 10 lakh package, or might be 12 lakh package, or 15 lakh package, depend where you just falling in the experience level, what is your current total year of experience you have. But if you want to grow in more than 15 lakh, if you want to go 20 lakh or 20 plus lakh, then you just have to add some more keywords in your resume. If you want to become a like the security engineer as well, or you want to become network security engineer, then you just have to start something with the firewalls. And nowadays Palo Alto firewall is the key thing available in the market. Trust me, every organizations, every company is using this particular firewall features, because to just protect their network. So you having the huge demand for the firewall engineers, where you just have to integrate your firewall with the existing routing and switching. You just have to understand how the firewall is protecting your all data, how the firewall is protecting your resources, how the firewall is going to mitigate all the malicious content, how they are going to like the allow or disallow or block those malicious content, any unauthorized activity. So this is the must requirement. Likewise, if you are building any big home, you must have to like the attach the door in that particular building, or might be your home, you must have to install the door. Without door your home is not secure. You're sleeping in midnight and somebody is going to enter in your side and they might be get out some valuable items. So to just protect your home, you must have to install a door, and you must have to install the lock inside the door, so you can always lock inside and outside, so nobody is going to enter without your permission. Similarly, organizations are going to build a very good network, and that network must be secure. If it is not going to be secure, anybody going to enter in your network and they can just take out any valuable item. What is the valuable item? That could be your data, that could be your personal detail, that could be your PPT, that could be any image file, that could be any video file available in the server, available in your system. So that's why any network engineer always going to be incomplete without learning the security knowledge, because in this current scenario, market is looking for the complete engineer who having the multi skill. So that's why in this networking engineer program, we are including the firewall as well. Earlier, this was not that much requirement for network engineer program, but now days, any network engineers which is going to hire in the industry, they are just talking about the firewalls as well. Any firewall, you must have the knowledge. And if you have in the Palo Alto firewall knowledge, it is going to be very, solid your resume, and people are going to hire you. Now, if I talk about the hands-on lab, we'll discuss what is going to be happen about the hands-on labs and the career guidance as well. Okay, so this is just overview about the course content which is going to be covered in the network engineer program. And if you guys have any query, just visit our website. You can just find this program in our website, how it is going to look like. So you can see there is like curriculum is going to be attached. You see like a lot of students already have done, and this network engineer program, we are just explaining how the network engineer program is going to work, how you can shape your career being a network engineer, how can you build the robust connection as a network engineer in terms of the just designing and implementing any company network, right? How you can just empower any business with a reliable network security engineer. And this all access is going to be like given to you, like video access is going to be available, labs is going to be available, career guidance is going to happen from always from the expert, live session is going to happen for all this session, certification is going to be provided by the GuiNet, job assistant will be there, and you are going to get 24/7 lab access as well. And lab topology, I'll show you how the lab is going to be accessed and how it is going to be remotely accessed 24/7. Certification definitely you are going to get for the GuiNet. And these are the labs, or you can see these are not like ready-made lab, these are the handmade lab by the GuiNet experts. So you can just explore how the routing is going to happen. You can see the SDWAN lab, Versa SDWAN lab, we have the BGP, MPL. It's just like the synopsis. But if you go for the lab section in the individual, like the firewalls, you go in the routing switching, you'll find a lot of labs available in similar wise. If you have done the CCNA labs is there. If you are doing the F5 lab is there. So firewalls, routing switching, SD-WAN, every labs is there, right? So if I go there, you can see in this program, in network engineer program, again, we are going to cover this all 4 modules. CCNA, that is exam code is 201 and 301. CCNP ENCOR we are going to cover. CCNP ENARSI we are going to cover. Palo Alto we are going to cover. And that roadmap you have to follow. The entire duration, what roadmap you have to follow. This is the roadmap, right? So if you are the beginner and like you just want to start your career, you must have to learn about the router, you have to learn about the switch, you have to learn about the hub, and then your first step would be in 4-step journey. Your first step should be complete the CCNA. Once you've done the CCNA, now you have the good understanding about the networking domain. You have the basic understanding about the little bit how the security is going to work. Then you have to upgrade yourself in the second 2-step, right? So second step is saying you just have to go with the CCNP ENCOR. That is the Bible of the networking, where you're going to get 360-degree view of the networking. Automation you are going to understand, SDN technology you are going to understand, routing switching you are going to understand, network design you are going to understand, virtualization you are going to understand. So this all CCNP ENCOR, if I go, let me just go in this slide. We'll discuss this how we are going to empower the network engineers by our professionals, how we are going to offer the 24/7 lab access. You guys can read out this later on, right? But who we are, you can see we are founded in 2019. We have already trained more than 7,000 students. We have already like 1,000 live session. We are based in the Noida, and our main goal is to empower IT professional with the cutting edge skills and solutions, right? This is our fundamentals, like goal we want to achieve. We just want to achieve our all India basically IT professionals who want to upgrade, or any student who is like pursuing BA, BCom or BCA, or might be the BTech or MTech. They want to transform their journey in the network engineer. They should understand the correct right path, how we can start and how we should follow. So the mission is just, if you want to become the CCIE routing switching, or might be you want to become the network engineer, this is the highest certification, then you have to still follow the same path. So GuiNet mission is to empower IT professionals with the cutting edge skills and the vision for the innovation in the IT industry. So this is our actual mission. We want every professional should be empowered. Every student who have the career dream in the networking, they must be empowered with the GuiNet to just grow in their career, right? So what is the Course overview. Basically, we have discussed like roadmap also. There is a 4-step roadmap. Already I explained the CCNA, CCNP, and CCNP ENARSI and Palo Alto Firewall. So I step the first step would be CCNA. Then second step is the your Bible is the CCNP ENCOR. You must have to do. Even you just planning for self learning and you are just planning for do any institute, I would highly recommend you just complete this CCNP ENCOR, my dear friends or my dear colleagues. Why it is important? Because if you are just doing the CCNP ENCOR with the latest syllabus, if you are going CCNP ENCOR with the latest syllabus and trainer have that capability to deliver what is available in the syllabus, you must have the very good foundation in the networking after CCNA. Note my word. Many people are doing the CCNP, but they are actually not covering the entire CCNP ENCOR and RC course. They're just covering the routing switching, and in routing they're just talking about the BGP, OSPF, and AIGRP, and the switching they're just talking about the STP, RSTP, MSTP, and this VLAN, VTP, trunking protocol. That's all. But what an HSRP, VLRP? But what about the other things which is available in the ENCOR? Why they rename the ENCOR? What does mean of the ENCOR? What does mean of the NRC? Why they redefine this syllabus? Cisco must have some visions. So those vision must be achieved. If you are the training provider, if you are the like the professional who want to get this training, you also have the right to just understand the course content. So I'm just going to explain the course content also. Then after these two, CCNP ENCOR and RC, where you understand the detailed advanced routing concept, you must have to launch your career in the firewall domain, where the Palo Alto Firewall is provide the protections. Any unauthorized access, any unauthorized kind of the attack, any outside attack, any inside unauthorized file transfer, data leak, malicious content, unnecessary network traffic, these all are going to be protected by the firewall, which you are going to understand in this particular Palo Alto Firewall module. So these are the roadmap, the course roadmap, 4-step, clear 4-step course roadmap. In this 4-step course roadmap, you are going to earn and learn 4 certification. You are going to earn 4 certification. You are going to learn like the 5 course. Why the 4 certification I am talking? Because in the Palo Alto PCNA, PCNSE, 2 certification we have. I would not recommend to just go and do the PCNSE certification, because it is just waste of the money. So you just have to do the PCNSE certification, which is the advanced level. So PCNSE doesn't require, but you are going to get the knowledge of the PCNSE as well. So the learning is going to happen for the 5 courses, but your certification earning is going to happen for this 4 only. One is CCNA, CCNP ENCOR, CCNP ENARSI, and the Palo Alto Firewall PCNSE. Okay, this is the career and clear crystal roadmap for you. That's why we provided the 4-step solution only for this complete network engineer program. Right. So let me just move on our actual PPT. So you can see our main objective for the network engineer program. So just any participant who is just wanted to advance their networking skills, they want to do the hands-on lab experience, they want to get the industry certification, they want to just understand how the implementation and designing and like the troubleshooting is going to happen for the any network infrastructure. What are the challenges we are going to face, or they are going to face during this all implementation and this all journey, that we have to understand. Who is going to give you the real life scenario experience, to gain experience, to get the job, how your CV is going to get more weightage. So this is only going to happen if you're going to do this network engineer program. The experts are going to work with closely you, and when the expert is going to work closely with you, then you are going to get inside of the infrastructure, any company inside infrastructure, how the SBI bank is functioning, how the SBI bank network is going to work, how the SDFC bank network is going to work, how my airport network is going to work, and how you are going to interact with the internet, how you quickly book the air tickets on the internet, how you are landing the Facebook pages, how the behind the scene network connectivity is going to happen, how the OSI layer is going to work, how the IP addressing is going to work, and many more things you are going to understand. I'm just giving the brief idea. And definitely after objective, we have the who was the right people who basically, and like the audience who just want to become the network engineer. So note my word, if you are already working in the networking domain, like you are working as a desktop engineer, or might be the IT support engineer, or might be the technical support engineer for any company, and you are stuck in the salary package, this course is for you. Okay, if you want to earn, you want to start your career, might be 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 15 lakh, not at the same time. It totally depends what is your current salary, whether you are a fresher, you just have 1 year experience, you have 5 year experience, 10-year experience, totally salary depend up to you. Network engineers nowadays who have the greater experience and they have the certifications with the right security skills, right networking skills, they are earning more than 50 lakhs in the market. Trust me, note my words. It's not a joke or not something. I'm just giving the fake dream to you all. And just I'm talking, but those engineers are very experts engineer. They have the 10 plus year experience. They have the 15 plus experience. So in average, you talk about network engineers who have the very good experience, 5 to 10 years, they are easily getting 15 to 20 lakh package in the market without any hurdles. Trust me, without any hurdles, they are getting this package. And you are going to start your career. Might be if your audience belong to the freshers. So if you are the fresher, freshers have to start from the zero. So there is no any experience you have, there is no any kind of the CTC you are getting from the market, so you cannot show that I have the certain CTC. So whatever the basic package is going to be start. So in industry, if you are going to start any like the medium level or small level industry as a network engineer, they can minimum offer 4 to 5 lakh package after doing this course. Note it down. If you have done this network engineer program, you have the very good CCNA knowledge, you have the very good CCNP knowledge, you have the very good little bit firewall knowledge, so you are easily going to get, you know, Palo Alto firewall, you are easily going to get 4 plus or 5 plus CTC in the market very easily, because lot of jobs are available. If you go and search network engineer jobs, there are lot of jobs available in the market. Let me show you. Jobs in any city you can just find. No, I'm just going to find in the, let me just type Delhi NCR. If you are just going to any city, you can find it. You can see lot of experience, 69 jobs you can see, and different portal. If you go, you can find lot of jobs available. And even you can see just they are posted few days back. You can see just, and they also have like the salary, how their salary going to offer, good company, some small company, some mid-range company. So it depends where you get selected. If you're going to select in a very good company, you're going to get the very, you know, good job. Say L1 engineer. So your starting job would be the L1 engineer. You can see any profiles who have done diploma, even computer science, electric, BTech, BCA, MCA, computer science, even the BCom also going to work, BCA even going to work. This is some company doesn't require your, you know, like the college degree, they just require the skills. CCNA, that is a must. If you have this knowledge, even on this knowledge, you can just get this offer, right? You can apply it, you can get the jobs. So different company have different requirement. But if you having this kind of the requirement, CCNA, CCNP and the Palo Alto firewall, you have the high chance to get the high salary job quickly. And the one engineer who have just CCNA knowledge, might be they will get the jobs, but they have to also learn something new to just grow in their career. So what is the prerequisite going to happen for just become this network engineer? So there is no prerequisite. You just have to be graduate. Even you have done diploma, you have the basic knowledge of the computers, right? You have the basic knowledge how the mobile is going to work, how the networking concept is going to work. Even you don't have that knowledge, we are here to help you from the very scratch how things is going to happen. But you just have to be passion for the learning and the problem solving in IT fields. Because if you don't have the passion, this course is not for you, because you have to learn, you have to gain some experience, you have to grow in career. So you just must have the passion. Like you have to clear your 12th exams, you must have passion to learn the books. You have to you have a passion to do the assignments provided by teachers, or might be the tuition teachers. Similarly, if you're doing the college, you have the passion to clear the exam, you have to passion to top in the class, or might be the, you know, university or the college. Then only you are going to achieve your dream. So if you have dream to become a network engineer, you must have the passion, something where you can just going to learn these all things, then only you are going to become the network engineer. Okay, so prerequisite, just have the passion and you have the basic knowledge of the computers, right? How much duration is going to happen for this course? So this course is going to last till 6 to 8 months, because we have to cover these 4 programs. You can see we just have to cover these 4 programs. CCNA is going to take 2 months, CCNP is ENCOR is going to 2 months, again CCNP ENARSI is going to 2 months, again Palo Alto Firewall is going to take 1.5 months. So if we are going to do regular batches, might be these 3 programs is going to finish within the 4.5 months. If you're going to do weekends, so it is going to 2 months for the app, because you have to take the weekends. So probably I would suggest for the network engineer program, we would go for the regular learning, not for the weekends. So you just have to do the Monday to Friday daily classes, Saturday, Sunday week offs, and then it is going to complete within the 6 month or maximum 6 to 7 month. But in average, sometimes we have the holidays, sometimes we have some kind of breaks, sometimes people want some kind of the special leave. So for that, considering it is going to complete 6 to 8 month program. So this network engineer program total duration would be 6 to 8 months, and will provide the complete training whatever available in this particular CCNA, CCNP, ENCOR, NRC, and the Palo Alto firewalls. Training, how training is going to happen? Training is completely going to happen is the instructor led online session, where you are just going to live classes. The experts will be available. They are going to arrange. You have to real time face to face discussion. You have the real time discussion with the instructor. If you have any doubt, you can just ask the question without any problem. We having the full freedom for the every student. They can free to ask the question. If you have any question in your mind from the previous lessons, or might be the current lesson, you don't have to be hesitate. You just have to ask the question, and same time you are going to get the hands-on lab experience. How the lab session is going to be provided? You are going to get the just lab access. You just need a device like laptop, any basic configuration. Even the laptop is 3rd generation with a 4 GB RAM, that is also going to work. Even desktop is the very old model who have just internet connectivity, that is also going to work for our labs. Okay, so there is 2 method. One labs is going to be installing your system. Even your system is not supporting for the any software installation, no worry, we'll give the remote labs as well. If you are want to do by your own labs in your system, that is also feature is available. But I would suggest initially you take the labs all from the us, right? And definitely lab is going to be provided always throughout the session and throughout the duration. But also you have to know how the lab setup is going to be happen in your own laptop, because from future, once you complete the trainings and you start working in the professional, after 1 year, once you like going on the project, doing some kind of the work, and after 1 year you have the dream to just do some testing, and you don't have the labs, you don't know how to set up the labs. So how you're going to learn the labs? Again, you're going to get the training? No, we are here to even train you how to set up the labs on your computer, on your desktop, and how you can utilize those labs. So training methodology, we are going to give the onlines, will provide the labs completely in this particular module, where you have this lab access 6 to 8 months, or might be it is going to extended 1 or 2 months. So 8 to 9 to 10 months, you are going to get the lab access. And at the same time, we also train you how you can set up your own labs in your PC or desktop. Okay. So and once you've done this all modules in 6 to 8 months, you just become like the very good engineer, and you have the CCNA level of the knowledge, CCNP level of knowledge, and also Palo Alto level of knowledge. If you want to do the certifications, I would suggest at least you just do certification for the CCNA. If you are not going to do for certification for the CCNP and the Palo Alto, but just do for the CCNA certification, because once you go to write the CCNA certification and you have done the certified CCNA engineer course from Cisco, and you've taken the training as well, it is going to give the more weightage. One engineer who not done the CCNA certification, they just have done the training. So just go for the any of the certification, but no need to worry about all certification. I would not recommend. Okay, because it's a waste of money for time being. Once you have the very good experience, very good money, then you can easily go for that. There is no problem at all. Right? So this is our first module. You can see this is the CCNA module, and in this module, because we are discussing about this our 4-step program, so there is a 4 modules. So now we are break down all the module in the very detail. So in this module, you can see the exam code is 350-450 for this CCNA exam. I believe something is wrong in this particular slide. I'm very sorry for this. This exam code is 200.301. So somebody mistaken copy and pasted. So I really apologize for that. So exam code is not correct. We'll update it. This exam code is 200-301. So this exam code means this is Cisco exam code. Once you've done the CCNA training, you just have to crack this exam. Okay. How this exam is going to be cracked, how the approach you should follow, what is the strategy should we follow, how the exam cost is going to be happen, that we'll discuss during the live session. I'll definitely explain during the CCNA module discussion with our experts. So in this particular module, you have the total 5 like concept you just have to understand, means 5 topics you have to understand. Just network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, IP services, security fundamentals, automation and programmability. This is not our syllabus. We are committed to provide the exact same syllabus what Cisco provide that, right? So let me just show you. This is the same exact syllabus which is available in the Cisco learning portal. We just use the name and convert it in our copies. See, this is the all topics which is the Cisco provided, and this is the exam code. You can see this is the exam code and this is the total topics. If you expand this topic, you are going to get very detailed what you are going to understand network fundamentals. So we just break down those concepts, and you can see in this network fundamental, we are going to understand the basic networking concept. We are going to understand the fundamental TCP, UDP, how the IP is going to verify parameter different, how the network access is going to happen, what is the layer 2, layer 3, LLDP, CDP. You can see WLAN, SSS, SCTPS, TCAX, radius, WLAN, wireless, that everything. IP connectivity, what is the prefix, routing protocol, gateway, metric, route, default route as OSPF. We have the EIGRP. We have to understand about this RIP routings, how the OSPF neighborship is going to happen, IP services, how the DSCP, DNS, NTP, how the PBF, QS classification, TFTP, FTP, NSSH. So I'm just going in brief because we have to discuss 4 modules. So I'm not going to touch each and everything. Separate session will take for the CCNA where we'll discuss each and every module in a very detail. What does mean of this each of topics. But yes, security fundamentally, you're going to understand VPN concept, DSCP concept. You're going to understand about what WLAN security, that's wireless security. You have to understand about how devices is going to configure, how the user awareness training, physical access control, threat vulnerability, exploits, and the mitigation techniques, how these all are going to be happen. And automation and programmability. This is the latest trend in the market. So you just have to basic understanding how the automation is going to happen in the networking domain, how this our REST API is going to work, how the DNS Cisco DNA is going to work, how the traditional campus design and devices are going to be look like in compared to DNA devices which is going to be installed in the networking domain. REST API, CRUD, right? Create, read, update and delete. This is the CRUD HTTP. We just have to verbs we have to understand. So what is JSON, Java script object notation, how it is going to look like, how the configuration is going to look like. So like at least in this syllabus itself, you are going to get very detailed understanding about the CCNA, about networking in terms of security, fundamentals, IP connectivity, routings. So you are going to learn a lot. Once you have this kind of knowledge, you have to move in module 2, and this module have the exam code that should be, let me tell you, just go here, CCNP ENCOR. So if you just go and find this CCNP 350401, so exactly this is not, this is for the NRC exam code. So NRC have this exam code. So this is it 350401. Somebody copy and pasted and mistaken the slides. So this is again 350401. This is the exam code for CC, and this is the like all exam topics. You can see this all exam topics we have. So same exam topics: architecture, virtualization, infrastructure, network assurance, and security and automation. And you can just going to expand any of this. You just going to get a lot of topics, and you can see in these topics what all are you going to get. You are going to get about the fabric, about the architecture, about the FHRP, about the SSO. You are going to understand about the what is the services in WLAN design, what is the Cisco SDWAN solution, what is a DNAC SDXS solution, what is the QS, SAP, right, TCAM, FIB, RIB, and also you are going to get the virtualization, what is the hypervisor, what is the virtual machine, VRF, GRE, IPsec, VXLAN, and lips protocol. They are advanced level of things. So you are going to understand infrastructure, how the layer 2 layer 3 trunking protocol is going to work, how the RSTP MSTP is going to be configured, BPDU guard, root guard, like how it is going to be configured, what is the BPDU filter. So OSPF, what is the RFID, RSSI, NSR? This is for the wireless concept. What is the layer 3 routing? What is the BGP, OSPF configuration is going to happen? NTP, NAT, PAT, HSRP, VRRP, and multicast, IGMP, PIM version 2, 1, 3. What is that? All going to work. So in three section, you are going to understand very detailed architecture, virtualization in CCNP ENCOR. Exam code you already know, that is going to be happen 35401. And then finally you are going to understand about the network assurance, where you have to enhance your troubleshooting skill, how you can diagnose the problem using the tools such as debugs, conditional debugs, trace route, ping, SNMP, syslog. So you are going to get the real-time troubleshooting skills. And also you are going to understand how can we analyze the traffic by the help of the span, RS span, and ERS span, net flow. You can see how we can configure the IPSLR, just track any of the IP address, any of the port for the real time, any monitoring. So these all things you are going to understand in the network assurance. Network assurance basically for the troubleshooting. So you have to gain real live troubleshooting, how it is going to be happen. And also you just interact with the REST conf and REST conf configuration, how it is going to look like, and how it is going to work on the Cisco DNA or might be the Cisco SDWAN B manage. Okay, so you just have to understand this monitoring and configuration management. And then after you have to understand what the security in this, you just have to understand what is the ACLs, what is the COP policy, what is the REST API, how we can configure the line authentication, user authentication, TACAX, radius, how endpoint threat is going to be how the threat defense is going to be look like, how the endpoint security is going to look like, what is the web auth for the wireless security, what is the 802.1x is going to look like, what is the pre-saved key, what is the EAOPL, right, four-way handshake is how it is going. So you can see a lot of in terms of the security, in the map security, web auth, what is going to be happen, how it is going to look like, configuration wise, concept wise, you are going to understand the security. So this is not a firewall security, but this is a network security complete. In networking also you have a lot of security. So this security insight you are going to get from this security section, and then finally you are going to land in the autonomous system. That is automation. You are going to understand the second step of this automation. CCNA, you have the automation programmability, that is the basics. Now you are going to get more in advance. So in this you just have to understand the Python, how the Python script is going to look like, how the JSON is going to look like, how you can write the configuration, how you can interact with the your computer to the device with this Python and JSON script, that you are going to understand. You have to understand about the data modeling language such as the Yang. You just have to understand about the REST API, Cisco DNA, vManage. You also have to understand about the different DNAG, REST conf, and REST API concept, how the EM like applet scripting is going to happen for the troubleshooting and collection of the data. And also you have to understand some tool, automation tools, Safe, Puppet, Ansible, and the Salt Stack. So these all things are going to cover, and that's why I'm saying this is the Bible of the networks. You must have to do this exam. Even you just have to do this particular course after CCNA, because you have to understand not only how network design is going to look like, how the virtualization concept is going to happen, how the SD-WAN, SDXS concept is going to look like, not in detail, but at least you have the very good knowledge. So you can just debate to someone. You can argue based on their logic. In infrastructure, routing, switching, you understand. Network incident troubleshooting, you are going to get. Security, you are going to get. And automation. So after these two modules, CCNA and CCNP ENCOR, we land to CCNP ENARSI. In CCNP ENARSI, again, this is the module 3 and this is the exam code. Okay, this is the correct exam code. Somebody used the same. So CCNP exam code, if you go here again and you just go on the internet and CCNP ENARSI, if you find the syllabus, so if you go here, so this is the syllabus 30410 NRC. Again, there is typo. I was thinking this is correct one, but 300 is like the beginning. So 4 is mistaken type here. So 300 like 410 is the exam code. You just have to use this exam. Exam price is $300 US, and these are the exam topics. You can just review it. Same thing we used it here, and in this particular content, if you see here, if I go here. If I go a little bit, if I just explain, so it's a pure routing. pure advanced routing. You have to understand IPv4, IPv6 routing. You have to understand about how the BGP is going to configure, how the VRF is going to configure, what is the path preference, loop preference, like the loop prevention mechanism for the different, how the IPv6 is going to configure, what is the ASBRA, complete whatever the routing you have, policy based routing, manipulation, everything you are going to get in this particular routing section. And VPN technology, so routing, if you want to become the advanced routing engineer, that is recommended for you. You must have to do that. And then after you have the VPN technologies, you have the how the MPLS operation is going to happen. What is the LSR, level switch router, LDP, like label switching protocol, right? And what is the LSP, and that is a MPLS or the layer 3 VPN. We have to configure and verify the DM VPN, MGRE, GRE, NHRP, IPsec, dynamic neighbor, spoke to spoke communication, that you all have to understand. Means GRE, MGRE, VPN, DM VPN, MPLS, all type concept you are going to get in this VPN technology. Any routing, BGP, OSPF, EIGRP, IPv4, IPv6, everything we are going to get in this particular layer 3 technology. In the 4, you are going to understand about detail about TechX configuration, radius configuration, router feature security, access list, IPv4, extender, standard, time based, and unicast, URFP, reverse path forwarding, how it is going to happen, how the telnet, SSH, COP policy, SNMP, IRP, what troubleshooting is going to happen, you're going to understand. And also you're going to understand about the IPv6 features, RA guard, DSCP guard, binding table, ND inspection, snooping, and source guard, how this all are going to look like in the IPv6. What does mean this RA guard? And finally, you just have to land with the infrastructure services, where you just have to troubleshoot a lot of things. In this troubleshooting, SNMP, V2, V3, HTTP, telnet, SSH, routing. So every troubleshooting skills also you are going to get in the routing, but this more related to routings and some operational things. And same you are going to get in CCNP ENCOR. So if you do this CCNA, CCNP and CCNP NRC, ENCOR and NRC, you have the complete package of the networking. And trust me, you are champion of this module. You just up to date these 3 skills up to next 10 year. You don't need to worry about anything. You just have to learn new things. What new thing? About the firewalls, about the cloud, about the SDN solutions, about the SASE solution. Those are going to give the money more and more, 40 lakh, 50 lakhs. But these concept remain same till next 10 years, because minor upgrade is going to be happen, but the key concept is going to remain same. Unless something is going to be fully changed in the networking, then it is not going to be changed. So we are very safe. And trust me, one more thing, this network engineer job is like a job which are very secure job, like the bankers, even whole country having the lockdown, COVID-19, banks was open. Our any kind of the plumbing work, that is open. Any kind of electrician work, that was the open. So similar, any kind of the hospital, right? Hospital work, that is a nursing, any doctor, that jobs are always, even the whole world was like the close in the home, or they are the house arrest, but these are free to work. Why? They are the backbone of the nation. If they are going to stop, all financial transaction is going to be stopped. If this plumber are going to be stopped, your water supply might be, other things is going to be stopped, electrician is going to happen, like any strike is going to happen, they are not going to work, might be you have to trouble in terms of the electricity supply, hospital is going to be closed, you might be having the health issues. Similar in the any networking any company, IT company, there is the IT engineer job. IT engineer, what IT engineer do? That is network engineers, technical support engineer, IT specialist. Those engineer jobs are going to be always required, because if company is working, your company must have the computer, the company must have the router, the company must have the switch, the company must have the server, the company must have the firewall, the company must have the wireless system, they must have the WAN, LAN. So who is going to manage? If company is totally shut, then this job is going to be not available. But if company is going to be alive, whole staff is not going to come in work, but this is still devices must be there because they have some dependency, some data must be checked regular basis, they must be on, and if there is a problem, that must be troubleshooted. So that's why it's very important, my dear friends, to become a network engineer, because the secure recession free jobs, that also you have to understand. So once you're done with this particular module, we just have to land, that is the final module of this particular 4-step plan, that is the Palo Alto Firewall. So this Palo Alto Firewall, you can see we have this exam code PCNSA and PCNSA. I would not suggest you go for this exam, you directly go for this exam. If you go for this exam, you just have to pay money, and again you have to pay this exam for this exam also. So I would suggest no go for this, just go for this. But for here, if you want to go any certification, even you want to do the CCNA, you can do. If you want to directly do the CCNP ENCOR, you can do that also. It is also possible. But I would suggest just go for the CCNA instead of CCNP initially. Right? This is my recommendation. Rest you can go CCNP ENCOR if you want. There is no like prerequisite for time being. So in this Palo Alto, you just have to become the Palo Alto expert as well to understand how the security is going to look like. So you understand Palo Alto architecture, you understand how the packet flow is going to happen, how the initial firewall is going to be configured, licensing, software, account administration, then firewall interface configuration, security and NAT policy. You just have to understand source NAT, destination NAT, U-turn NAT, dual NAT, security policy, administrator, app ID, what is application ID, application filter, application group, content ID, antivirus, NTS5, vulnerability, URL filtering, DOS and data filtering, file blocking, wildfire, SSL decryption. You just have to understand how the outbound, inbound SSL decryption is going to happen, how the certificate management is going to happen, user ID, like how the AD is going to be integrated with the Palo Alto Firewall, VPN concept, site-to-site VPN, what is a global protect, reporting and management, what is dashboard, basic logging, basic report, panorama concept, high availability, active, passive, and active. So this Palo Alto basically going to give you the 360 view of the security. Once you are become the very good network engineer, you also at the same time become the very good security engineer. So you have the dual advantage, network security. And once you write these two skills, networking, CCNA, CCNP, and Palo Alto, you just going to be like the hot demand in the market, because people love those candidates who have this kind of skill set. So this is all about the course curriculum, and this is all about this 4-step program. And once you do this all program, right, and if you just go for the any kind of the job, so what kind of jobs basically you're going to get? So we have the different jobs available, like you can become the network technicians, you are going to become the network administrator, you are going to become network engineer, network architect, network security engineer, or IT support, technical support. This kind of the job role you are going to get from the market, where you just have the chance to get the higher package and also very good designation till architect level as well, but you require the experience. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. For more information, you just need to visit this particular website. You can just copy it, or might be write it and you can visit it, and you can just refer. Definitely will provide this all modules. If you have the interest, definitely will share this module with the updated exam code, and you are going to get everything. And after that, most important, once you done this all, how the hands-on lab is going to look like. So you just also going to get the labs. You always going to get 24/7 lab support, and the labs is always going to be on. You can do the access lab like anywhere, any just require the computer, you can just access it, and 24/7 you can access it. You can just do your practical exercise, scenario based exercise, your assignments, your homeworks, whatever you get in the classes, in the lectures, what you just done in the classes, you can just recap yourself. And then once you are done this labs and training, then also in meantime, how the career guidance, how their career growth, career path is going to look like, job role, how it is going to be defined for based on your trainings. Initially you've done the CCNA, then which job you should target, what is the package you should target, where you should apply, how you can crack the interview, what is your like the prerequisite, what should your like the counseling before you are going to job. So these all are going to be provided, like the career success path we are going to give, career guidance, so we are going to give professional development we are going to give, because we have a very long journey with us, 6 to 8 months, and even more than that. So we are here always, we have the development session, we have the career guidance session. You just have to join those sessions. You are going to get a lot of opportunity, you are going to get a lot of insight from your colleagues, because many people are joining us In the live session, they are discussing the real-time problems. They are discussing about the career opportunity in their organization. They refer them. So you just get the networking as well. So in a class, you might be find many people in the different company. Someone said, hey, my company have that much requirement. Can you just share someone? So if you are the right person, you can just talk to them and you can rightly place your CV. He just refer you and you have the high chance to get the jobs. So you can just get the professional, get better opportunity, professional growth with the right career guidance, even discover path and advanced network engineer role and the responsibility in the network management and security, right? 75% engineer definitely discover this opportunity. Only why 25% is getting to fail? Because they not get updated themselves. Learning is continuous process. You have to be in discipline. You have to always upgrade. If you are not going to upgrade yourself, you are always going to be lag behind and behind. And people are who just doing the continuous improvement, they are going to be like more far from you. So you have to be always up to date, always upgrade yourself. And like you have also get the very potentials to get outside of the global career opportunity. People are like who are the very like bigger dream. They want to work in the USA, Canada. They want to work in the Middle East country. They want to work in the UK's. They want to work Europe region. They have lot of opportunity available. So even you can get the like the very good package if you are just planning to get outside of India. So that's also opportunity we have, right? So we wish you all the best. If you have any dream, you can start your journey with us, and you can always uh, like transform your career and potential into success. And we are help to hear your brighter future together, right? And you have any like query, you just reach out to any numbers, and you can just also write to us on this particular email. You can visit our website. You can find a lot of information in our website. What are the batches we have given, different courses you can see here. We have already courses, different courses, firewalls, already it's available in the recorded format. We have in the Cisco courses, you can see here. We have CCNP ENCOR, ENARSI, and ENCOR SDWAN courses. They are the recorded session, but I would suggest just go for the live if you're the network engineer you want to become, because this is the for those who already done and want to recap. So they can just go Zscaler, they can learn, they can have the all pass access, they can learn everything. Cloud networking we have, so a lot of things we have. If you have any dream, you can just reach out to us, and we are here to help out for the any kind of your query, right? So I believe that's all from my side, and I wish you all the best to you all, right? And for any like the query clarification, feel free to reach out to us. Okay, so thank you so much and have a great day. Bye bye, take care.